Hello and welcome back to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. It's Saturday. Hello, Rootin.
Hello.
We I don't want to necessarily steal what we just said, but there's an interesting scenario today. We are dipping our toes into what used to be a French scenario, but that got translated at some point by Coastal Fortress Gaming Group. It is Tactics 51, Strength through Unity. It's an interesting scenario. Hopefully, people will see that immediately with the setups that are going on. I have to place my sniper. Um, this scenario is a German versus Belgian scenario. However, it's one where the Belgians are attacking, which makes it important for that purpose, but also a couple things going on here. So it is a 4.5 turn scenario. It's very short. There are not too many units on either side, although the Belgians do have twice the number of troops that the Germans do, which could be a pain. EC is moderate. There's no wind. Bore sighting and kindling are not available. And grain is in season. I'm glad that grain is in season because my setup is limited between, on and between hex rows V and X, which do not give me any space. I was really hoping that maybe like Z for the hedges, but that's not the case. Meanwhile, the Belgians all come in from off board. They have no onboard troops, hence why the bore sighting is not applicable. I don't really think that would matter anyways, but whatever. And the objective is almost as simple as the scenario. The Belgians win at game end if they have 10 or more VPs of good order units on or east of hex row CC. So you don't need too many units. 5 squads is enough. That's less than half. Yeah, they just need to survive, essentially. So if the Germans just kind of have all their guys break, it's kind of GG no matter what. Yeah, I think that's it. I think everybody's going to lose concealment rather fast just because of things at play. But anything you want to add to this one before we start rolling, Ruben?
It's gonna be really
I'm hoping it's not too fast, but at least more fun than Frank Force was last time.
quick. Yeah, we'll see.
Like, at least it's not like there's just two things that are effective against the rest of the force on the map, you know?
Fair enough.
But yeah, whenever you're ready, buddy.
All right, let's get it going.
Ooh, almost no wind. Or gust, I guess.
All right, cool. No prep fire, no movement. All right.
Oh, all right. Defensive.
I was gonna say. Wait, I was gonna say. Wait a minute.
Damn, I got nobody to shoot.
Wait a minute. I kind of jumped the gun on that one. All right. This guy's gonna CX.
Yep.
He's gonna hop on here for 1.
Okay. So in at R9, I will reveal 467 and V7.
Okay.
I am then going to have him and his LMG shoot, and I will lay down a fire lane.
That's what I
So
expected. What I expected, yeah.
so I have T blah blah blah. It is a +1 down 1, so it's just flat on 7. So 7 on 7 normal, I think, right? Yeah.
He's been.
And then there is a 1 firepower fire lane from him back to the gun.
Cool. That's what I figured.
I gotta get him out. I gotta get him out.
Alright, this guy's gonna CX. He's also gonna run there.
Sounds good. One down 2, right?
No. It's still same, right, isn't it?
I think residual doesn't take into account the hindrances, right?
Either way, but either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Come on. 2.
As you get there, I will reveal a 467 in W10. And he'll just take a 4 down 2 shot. 4 on 4 is a 1 check at least.
And he's broken.
Okay, right. 2 ritual.
Yep, that's how I thought that was gonna go. This guy is going to assault move into here.
Okay.
This guy will go here for 1.5.
He'll get revealed. Sure, you're there for 1.5.
Here for 3.
Okay.
Here for 1.5.
I'm just gonna check to see if W10 sees him. I don't think so. Wait, why does that not show? The LOS is disrupted on this one? It's broken on this map? Alright, I can see him, though, from the building in T9 does not block. But it's weird that that's broken. You're good.
3.
When you get there, I will reveal a second 467. And he'll do 4 flat. Alright, doesn't matter. He is finaled, so I'm going to move them to the bottom and flip that over. And then move that so he's not concealed. Then, coward, so he only leaves 1.
This guy will hop in here for 1.5.
Okay.
Actually, he'll CX.
Oh, it's another greenie.
He'll go into 3.
He's fine.
There we go. Jesus. 3. 4.5.
4.5. Sure.
6.
All right. Well, I'll final or subsequent, I guess. It'll take away the fire lane. But that is a 7 on 7. Right? I think I'm doing that correct.
He is pinned.
All right. I'll take it.
This guy's gonna CX.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go here for 1.
Quick question.
Yes.
And feel free to take back that move. So if because I declared a fire lane, that hex would still have the original residual, right?
No. I don't believe so. Well, because if it was if you had a final fire and you took the MG away to fire at something else, so no, it will not have residual there.
But what I'm saying is if I shot, because I shot with the LMG and the squad, right?
Okay.
So there would technically be 1 residual, but if the machine gun fire lane goes away, would the hex's residual not still exist?
The squads would, the LMGs would not.
Right, so it'd still be a 1 there in case that matters. Because if you want to go to what's that, R8 instead, like you know what I mean? Like I'd rather you go through that hex if you did not want to take the residual.
All right, he'll go here for 1.5.
Okay, I don't. Not that it matters anymore. I'll just place that just so I don't forget.
3.
All right. There's a -1, but that's on 1. You're good.
Alright. 4.5.
Oh, and because I'm forgetting everywhere, there's a 2. You're there for 4.5, sure.
6.
Okay. I'm going to try with the 467 and W0 first. And because I'm paranoid, I'm going to add a 7-0 leader to it. So it's a 2 down 1. 4 on 2s and it might be a 1 check. Hold on. 4 on 2s and 1 check. Alright, so those guys are all final fired now. And that is just 1 residual.
Yep, this guy will CX.
Okay,
He'll go here for 1.5.
you're there.
3.
Okay,
4.5.
you're there.
6.
I must take this shot. Down 1, 6 on 8, 1 check.
I am pinned.
Another pin, alright.
Alright, and they'll just go 1.5, 3, 4.5.
Okay,
And he'll just go 1.5, 3 into here.
sure.
This guy will go 1.5 here.
Sure. It's revealed, but
3.
outside of that.
3.
When you get there, I'll show a 467 and W4 as a 4 down 1. Coward, so 3 on 2 is a 1 check.
Okay.
Alright, well.
This guy is going to assault move into here.
You're there?
And that'll be my movement.
Okay. Defensive fire phase. Let's see how much I can do here. I'm gonna reveal mortar in V0. He'll target the stack in S6. We'll just do 2 hit. Okay, this is starting to become dumb. There's 1 hindrance. It's a hit anyways, but I'm starting to have a bad feeling about this route, and I'm sorry. What the fuck is the balance on this?
Germans have more wins over the Belgians.
Yeah, 21 to 14. Yeah, I'm feeling really bad about this now. Okay. I have to. 5 on 3, normal morale check. Okay. Take a second shot, because why not? Hit and rate. No effect. Third shot. Rate. Hit. Dud. Third. Come on. Sniper, but it doubles. So instead of 6, it's a 12. 8 on 12. 1 check.
Broken guy. Of course. And another guy's pinned.
Alright. Okay. That's another normal.
Dead. And
Okay,
pinned.
Okay. You've gotta be kidding me. I think it's a 1 check at that point.
He's fine.
Huzzah! Alright. He's finally done. And then guy in V5 is gonna final against the adjacent. Huzzah. It's an up nothing. on 4. It's a pin task check. He's already pinned. Doesn't matter. Those guys are final. He can't shoot again. And because there's no point not shooting with them, what's the range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Yeah, I'll take a shot at the concealed guys. We'll just see what's what. Nothing happens, but that range is 7, and that is, there's no hindrance, right? So nothing happens on that. That's it for defensive events. Fair phase.
Alright. This guy will shoot here.
Oof.
Actually does something. 4 on
So
8,
it's
4, 6, 4 on 2.
4 on
Is
2,
a 1
yeah.
check.
1 check. He breaks.
Cool.
Oh, huzzah. Phew. It will have that guy.
Okay. This guy will fire into here. Does nothing. This guy will fire into here. Does nothing. This guy will fire into here. Does nothing. Perfect course, perfect course. This guy will reveal, shoot into there. Does nothing. Cool. Nice. Routes. He's gonna route back here. He's gonna route here. Guys, just gonna slow crawl back here. Your routes.
This guy has to route. I'm just trying to think. Like, that's 3, 4, 5. Can't make it there. But he is out of range, so I can do 1.5, 3, then 4, 5, 6. But he can't go any further. Can't make it into Y2 or X1, I think, no matter what. So, yeah, I think that's it. Advances.
Cool. That guy's gonna move there. He's pinned. He's pinned. Cool, cool. Guy's gonna move there. This guy's gonna move up here. This guy's gonna move up here. Everybody else is pinned.
Okay.
So, cool. Your turn.
Turn 1. Weather, no change. Rallies, try to self. Nope. And then DM stays on.
My guy will try to rally.
Yo.
So actually get it.
Nah, because he's not a minus. Wow. I'm just trying to think, do I even see that guy from V7? I do. Okay, so I'm not sure if technically he... I don't know if that guy retains DM or not. Not that it particularly matters, but whatever. Alright. Prep fire phase. Also, weirdly, I don't know why, but this guy's concealed to me now. It's not a big thing, but... so prep fire. In the prep fire phase, I will switch the mortar's target to the concealed guys because it makes the most sense. No and no. So that just flips. They're prepped. Guy with the LMG will shoot adjacent. Cowers, but that's on 12, so cowers to an 8. That's a 6 on 8. So 1 check, I think. Okay. That'll ELR him as well.
Yep, because it'll just get worse.
Which I definitely need. I can't trust either of these concealed stacks, so X1 will shoot at R2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squad's at full power. So it's 9 halved to 4.5, which is just 4. Because I don't. Is there 4.5? Yes. Down 1, 6 on 4.5 is normal. All right. I will take it. Oh, I guess correctly.
Okay.
Damn it. I do have rate of fire with the MMG, so I will shoot again. 6 on 5 is another normal. Son of a bitch. I did not get rates. Alright. So that is it for them skis. I feel like nothing else is going to be worth it. That's it for shooting, I think. We'll go to movement phase. 467 in W4 is going to normal move to X4 for 1.5.
Okay.
And then into Y5 for 2.5.
Okay.
And then I think that's it. What is this? Stack in W10 is going to go to X10 for 2.
Okay.
Y10 for 3.
Okay.
And then 456 into Z9.
Actually, when you're in Y10, I'm gonna take a shot for 2 flat.
Sure. Oh my god, I'm so lucky that because they cower twice.
Oh yeah, of course they do. Cool.
I shouldn't be pointing out dumb rules like that. I'm sorry. And then yeah, Z9 for 456.
Cool.
That's it for moving. Defense fireface.
This guy will shoot here. 5 on the floor, normal. Or 1.
Sorry, which guy was shooting? T6?
Yep.
Oh, okay, okay. So normal. Yeah, he's ELR'd for sure. And broken.
Cool. This guy will also shoot at him.
Up 2?
6 on the 4, normal.
6 on 2. Isn't that 7?
6 on the 4.
Or sorry, yeah, but isn't that...
7
yeah.
on the 4. Yeah, contest. Yeah. This guy will shoot here.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Cool. Mortar will shoot here.
That's right.
Nope.
You do have some mortar.
Yep. Saw that one fucking coming. Cool. And so that's gonna run away. Machine gun. Actually, this squad is gonna shoot this mortar. Pentast track. Nope, not even a pentast track. Cool. Machine gun. Gonna shoot here. You know what? Everybody's just gonna shoot there. Fuck it. 6 down 1. 6 on the 6 is morale check 1.
Yeah, 1 check. Alright. Okay. And he's pinned.
Yep. Can't do anything else. Go ahead.
That 9-2 is so stressful. Nothing. Okay, so advanced fire phase, none. Go to routes. In the route phase, so broken guy in Z2 will go to Z1. And guy in V7. What's the range on this guy? That's 2. Okay, so because nobody else can see or affect him, right? Without either halved firepower from R9 or the hindrance, he can make it to W10. Is W10 still equidistant? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, fuck. Alright, so he has to go to W10. That's 4 total to get to W10. and then 6 into X10. That's as far as he can go, and that's his path. That's it for X for me.
Alright. My guy just threats back here.
Advanced phase. In the advanced phase, guy in Y5 is going to get into Z4 for 2.5. And then the stack in Z9 is going to split with the leader staying in Z9, but one squad going to Z8. And that is advances. No CC. Turn 2 Belgians. Bins off.
Alright. This guy will try to self-rally. He will get it. Nope, he won't get it. Cool. We'll start with the guy here. 7. Nope, cool. Cool.
Wouldn't you get the second guy? Because wasn't the second guy the 5? He wasn't DM'd.
No, the first guy. I rallied the guy who wasn't DM'd first.
Oh.
Yours?
I have one guy that's DM Z1 loses DM, and the guy in X10 also loses DM. That's it. Can't do anything.
Firing mortar fires into there. Will hit. Nothing. I will fire again. Unless 8 on a 3 actually does do something.
No.
No, it does not. Cool. No, wow. You completely worthless mortar. Cool. This guy shoots into there. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, I'll, Pintash check. Huzzah, he's fine. Those are the shitty mortars.
Yeah.
They don't do air bursts. They're the super shitty mortars.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Even better.
I'm sorry.
These guys fire into there.
Fuck.
4 on 6 is
definitely 1 check.
2 check.
It's a 2 check? Alright, well. Rip and rip. That's an ELR as well, right? My ELR's 3, I think. Yeah. So, rip and rip.
Okay. I'll go to movement.
Okay.
This guy's gonna go here for 1.
Okay.
Bypass 2.
Sure.
Here into 3. This guy's gonna move here for 1.5.
Okay.
Here for 3. This guy's gonna go here for 1.5.
Sure.
Here for 3. 1.5, 3.
Okay.
1.5, 3.
Okay.
Your shots.
In the defense fire phase, I am going to have Z8 shoot at the guy in the open as a 4 flat. Nope. Z9 is going to shoot the greens. That should be just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 up 1. Nope. And squad in Z4 will take a shot at W5. Why not? Also, no, wow, 9's fucking everywhere. Okay, 3 9s in a row. Sorry, mortar will attempt against R2. No hit, but rate. Second shot is a hit. No rate. 6 on 3 is a pin task check.
Pinned. Not pinned.
Right. I mean, really, I'm just fishing for sniper at that point. That's it. Sorry, advanced fire phase.
This guy, 2 up 2. Nope. This guy, 2 up 2. Nope. That's all.
Yep. Roots. Roots.
Don't have any.
I have my big stack. Oh, I can bring the MMG. Thank Christ. They'll go to Y1, Z1. Doesn't really matter how they get there, but they get there. Yeah, I'll go through Y1 just so I don't drag the acquisition. And then that's it for my routes. Advances.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, it's no CC. German turn 2. Weather, no change. Self-rally with the guy who is not... Or, sorry, with X10. Might as well. I will get it. Oh, okay. And then leader. That's bullshit. I will get the leader back. I'll try the guy with the MMG. No. The other guy, yes. And that's it for my rally phase.
All right. 7 and 7. Cool.
Well, that's one heated battle. That's pretty sick.
So that, and then heated battle is gonna be. He's gonna go
Oh,
berserk.
Is that berserk? Well, I'd rather you get berserk. I don't want to. I think I know what the number would do.
You are not close enough for me to surrender.
Anyways, yeah. Those guys come back. Cool. That's it for rally phase. Prep fire. Prep fire phase. I'll just do mortar first. Ray. Do get a hit. No, and rate, sorry. No effect. Alright. Well, rip that half squad. Alright, what else? What else? I will have the 467 shoot at W4. I think that's clean. No, just barely touches. So it's a 4-1. 5-on-4 is a 1 check. Okay. Oh, neither of those guys do see somebody. Both Z9 and Z8 will shoot at W6. It should just be an 8 up 1. 8 on 8, normal.
Where?
From these two to green and W6. Alright.
Okay.
That's going to be it, I think, for prep. That is down a line. Or actually, it might not be. I'm going to take a shot with Z1 to W5. I don't actually know if I can see it, but we'll draw it and see. No, that's blocked. Ah, fuck. Alright, that was a good roll, too. Alright, well, I'll go to movement. The guy with the LMG is going to... Would I... Yeah, I'll dash. I'll just go from dash Y10, Z10.
Okay.
Okay. And that's it for movement. Defensive.
This guy shoots here. Nothing. Cool. This guy shoots here. He will make it.
Oof.
3 on 8.
3 on 3, isn't it?
3 on 3. Not bad. 2 morale check.
2 morale check. 2 morale check. Okay. I'm gonna roll my sniper first. You got it. I hate this. 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy is pinned because I got no other valid target. Okay, so heat of battle. What?
Berserk.
He's not a +1.
Oh,
right?
okay. It's not
Uh,
broken.
he battle hardens. Okay. I don't think. Oops. I don't think that's gonna matter. But all right, he's a 248 now.
All right. Hits again. No rate. Doesn't matter. This is a piece of shit. 2 up 1 into here. 4 on 2.
One check.
One shot. There we go. Get fucked.
Jesus.
Fucking hate that
Just
mortar.
just 2 into 12. They can't. The mortar can't be repaired by you, and I'm never picking it up,
No.
so I'm just gonna toss it. And then sniper. Okay, this is my sniper has been successful in like all fucking three. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't pin the guy he just pinned, so he goes to V4 and pins him.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These guys will shoot to here.
Sure.
How many? That's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So up 1.
Oh, it touches hindrance W4. All right, I'll take it.
I believe so.
I wasn't sure just because the way it drew it with your counter still on, so I can't tell.
Yeah, it does barely.
Okay.
So 6 up 1. Cool. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want, game. Thank you. Please, sir, may I have another? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 up 3. Yeah, why not? 2 up 3. Yep, didn't think so. 1, 2, 3. This guy will shoot here. How about that? No, doesn't fucking matter either way. Cool, that's all my shots.
Is this was that a +2 shot?
Probably.
I gotta check. That's +3. I don't know why it's saying it's adding an extra one. That's just a +3. All right, so it's just one off of PTC. That's fine. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. My guy died, so.
3, 6. Where are you? Yeah. 1, 3. Sorry, 6. He's gonna move back there. He's gonna move back here. Okay.
Couldn't. Oh, right, because of overstack. Okay. All right. Advances. Essentially, this line is all just going to move up 1. Guys in Z1 are happy to stay there. Everybody else stays where they are. No CC. We go to Belgian turn 3.
Cool. This guy. Oh no, repair. Nope. This guy tries to rally. Nope. Cool. This will come off. This guy will try to rally. Nope. That sums that up. Yeah. We'll go to shooting.
Okay.
Mortar will try to fire into here. Probably doesn't make it. Oops. How was that? 1, 2,
It
3,
shouldn't.
4.
It shouldn't be blocked.
Yeah.
But it is a +6 overall, I think, because it should just be +5. But I don't know. This map's been really fucking screwy with.
Doesn't matter. I break it anyways.
That's unbelievable. How are you feeling about this right now?
I want to shoot myself in the fucking head.
Do you want to just call it a draw for stupid, like a stupid scenario? Because it's like having to push 5 squads in 3 turns past the limit. Like, is that even doable now?
Probably not. One, two, three. Well, I mean, if you let me go through and not shoot me whatsoever, it could
Yeah,
be. But
yeah. But like with the green guys especially, it's like I don't know how
what
you.
what is the point of the greens? I'm just curious. What is the point of the greens?
The only thing I can think of is like you have okay, it's just so stupid. Like I don't even think it would work. It's like, well, you put the first line guys in first, and like you hope they don't get shot at because you're going through grain, and
Yeah,
it's
actively get like I think again, I just one of those questions. Just want to know what the developers' thought process was behind this, because I'm
mm-hmm,
thinking, it's all about movement. You only give me five turns technically, and you give me a bunch of guys that can only move three. And if I don't move through the grain, I'm kind of just in the open, and for lack of a better word, fucked. Because not only am I just a sitting duck half the time, it's also I get a movement penalty. You don't really care about the movement penalties.
mm-hmm,
And so it's like, wouldn't the smarter thing to do? Just wouldn't the actual more than two brain cell thing be to do? Is to exchange the 4.37s for 4.58s. You know, to make it actually possible for the Belgians to move through all this open territory without getting torn to pieces within the first turn and a half. Just, I'm just thinking here. I'm just asking questions.
yeah.
Um, but but no, apparently 4.37s is the way to go. I mean, who am I to say? I mean, it was developed by a French person. They always know what they're talking about, right? Yep.
Hold on. Um, I, yeah, like I think it feels very strange to me that this is a scenario where I would actually think it's okay to add a turn. Like,
Maybe.
does that feel insane? Like, if because again, like, there's not much of an incentive on the Belgian side to ever like. Why would you enter on turn one in full view of the enemy and just hope that you're not going to get blasted? Whereas, like, at least if you advanced on turn one, like if you did nothing on turn one, advance, and like, sure, you don't get to shoot, but you can get 6 hexes of quote unquote cover, where at least like R6, 7, 8, you're probably not going to get shot at, or if you do, there's a lot of penalties to doing so. Like other than that, like what are you supposed to do as the Belgians outside of like I concentrate everybody on upper flank and they all run like I just have one stack of 3 greens with a leader for the bonus. You CX them and you just pray to God they survive and you can CC people. Like I don't know.
That was the original plan, just to rush the tier half squads into W10 and the other guy. But
mm,
no, they just had to get pinned turn one and broken turn one.
yeah,
Well, it's like cool.
yeah.
I'm so glad that I am open to nothing but fire lanes and minuses. It's
It's like sure you have a mortar, but it's the shittiest of all the mortars because it gets no air burst. And the 9-2 leader's amazing, but like you still have to get him on board and
yeah.
survive 2 shots, like two phases of shooting before he can start doing stuff. And like I don't know. It I feel like okay, stick with me here just so I don't feel like I'm going insane. Do
Yeah.
you think it would make more sense in this scenario to have a 6th turn and to cut out R and S and make the victory condition Hex Row DD? Because at that point, you could at least say you advance or you assault move into T9, right? You can get a building, and sure, it might quote unquote suck as the Germans to like have to face a building if you don't have like, I've only got an 8-1, blah 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 blah, and like if I don't put guys on this side, then whatever. But at the very least, you can argue that the Belgians having T9 gives them like one solid location that they can shoot from, and then it becomes a matter of like, well, the Germans have to abandon the Z line in front of T9. So, you still can occupy the AA line, like you still have to force like either that leader in the MMG or whoever's in there has to move up and abandon the building, or that's your base of fire, and you have to, you're going to be ineffective after turn 3 anyways, right? Like, it doesn't feel like in some scenarios I would think that T9 is more consequential because of +2 and a 9-2 leader that gets to be kind of tough to defeat sometimes. But at the very least, you have a base of fire that you can start to apply on spots. But the hedges prevent LOS, and anyways, um,
I would I would rather switch the German setup zone instead of being it from V to X, make it like X to Z or
okay,
X.
that was my other suggestion that I was gonna go for, because I think like, yeah, having
Because
V is insane.
well, because right now it's like, oh, cool. I place a mortar in V0. And I was like, I don't know if you looked at the thing before this, but literally the guys like on the thing were like, yeah, you just place the stuff in V0 and V10, and you kind of just lock it down, and it's just kind of a turkey shoot after that. It's like cool.
Oh, like some people were talking about that in the AARs.
Yeah,
Oh, I was actually curious um, how do we want to treat this game before I start reading AARs?
I mean, it's again just
Because I
I don't
feel
know.
like I don't know if the Belgians can get there in 3 moves.
My question, it's more of just like it's one of those that just makes me ask how. How
Mm.
do you expect, on average, the Belgians to do this without, like,
Without just luck.
here's well, here's the thing. If the only way to win is either by luck or by piling everybody into like one side of the map and just shooting it straight down,
Mm.
I feel like that's not a good scenario design then,
100%
because
agree.
if the only solution is like, yeah, just shove them in one area and send them straight, it's just I don't know. I just find that to be completely stupid, and that's more of a thing that you got to keep in mind, not just like I guess because it's like the way that the game is set up, it's too easy for the attacker to do that sometimes
Mm-hmm.
because it's like you're the star defender, you set up first, regardless of whether you're concealed or not. I know where your guys are, and so I can just then consolidate everybody and their mom on the top side or the bottom side, and just run it down, and make the other side of the board completely not completely useless because if you put like the MMG in like Y2, that can do it, but still, and I feel like it's one of those where it's like unless you're really lucky or you completely just like choose one side of the board and just send it, it's kind of like, eh,
Yeah, it
I don't
feels
know.
it feels like, at least in terms of like defenses too for the Germans, like once you if you retreat to Z1, it's such a problem for the Belgians. Like I don't quite understand how you're supposed to get rid of that hex as like a very defensive like bunker setup.
I
Because
mean, like, I guess the other problem is that if you move the German line back, the setup lane, and then of course the 9-2 is like for 90% of the time, the 9-2 is going to take the MMG and just set up in T9 and go from there. But at least from there, you have some sort of base of fire, and not just, oh, let's just be in the open for the entire fucking game.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
It's, yeah.
it's why I think like if you removed R and S and you made it a T, T onwards, I think it would make more sense. And then to compensate the Germans, you make it so that they have to get like one hex further, or make it fucking EE, whatever. Like you could do tests, I'm sure, like play test it and figure out which hex is better. But like, yeah, like
But right now, the way you can do it. What's the current one? It's like what, V through X or something like that.
V through X is the setup for the Germans. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, what you can literally do. It's just I'm gonna use your pieces, by the way.
Oh, sure, sure. I've already. I mean, I figure I'll chalk it up to a win if that doesn't sound like too silly on my part. But
So here, all you gotta do, and this like if you're not caring about the upper side, if for like it's like you do this, you do this. Where is it? Boom, 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 and there you go. Now you completely lock down T9, and you completely lock down the field here too. Because guess what? Fire lane in S10, fire lane in S9, and now nobody's getting through either of those hexes
hmm,
without taking it down 2 or down 3 shot. And then you just put the other, yeah, then you just put the other Germans up here as blocking forces.
yeah.
And then, yeah, probably put the mortar right there. There you go. There you go.
Like I think the only problem with that is that like it's very like bottom heavy, and you're like
Yeah,
obviously like it's there's pros and cons. The fact that the Belgians set up second does help in that regard, but uh,
but I mean, like, even then, you could probably take a squad out of here and take the squad out of here and place them somewhere else. But it's either way, like, both machine guns are here. Like, that's fine. Because, like, up north, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Because you have, like, German squads have enough range where they can just pick you off from a distance.
Yeah, like
Um,
you can be pretty
yeah.
sneaky with like just shooting at people in the open. There's not really anywhere for you to dash. Um,
And,
I can see
yeah.
it being a problem if you allow setup in Y2 because you do get a fire lane down this road. But honestly, like the Germans already get to fucking do whatever the hell they want, so it doesn't really matter. Like,
Yeah. But now, the thing is that regardless if it's heavy or not, you've now forced the Belgian player to abandon this one building at all, and now they're forced to go through all this open ground, which they can argue like, oh, now you have the woods up here. It's like, yeah, but that's what the mortar's for, and guess who's getting air bursts on the mortar? It so. Eh,
I mean, the only reason I disagree is just because like the mortar, if you're placing the mortar, like there's no,
I'm
I don't
not
know
expecting it to do a lot, but
if
like the fact that it's just there and it gets a bonus for you shooting at enemies in woods. It's like
like I'd agree if the setup allowed for mortar and Z4, then I would like way more agree because like the thing we never really use, even though if I remember correctly, it does apply, is like you do get FFNAM on mortars, I believe. So like you can still get the minuses,
yeah.
which I think we always forget, or at least I never fucking apply it. So like you can
There we go. Here's the German setup. There, just blocking, 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 mortar, blocking, shooting machine gun. There you go. You've locked down the board, and
yeah,
he can't shoot back at you because you know why? Because a quarter of his fucking force only has 3 range.
yeah.
It's like
I still prefer mortar and V0 just because you have a half squad and it's like I don't really.
yeah,
But
and that's fine.
but yeah,
Yeah,
the meat of it, yeah, I agree. I'm just trying to
because
think
now
like.
yeah,
Sorry, you got you get.
guy in W4 6 range closes off those two. Yeah, shuts down those 2 open hexes leading to the woods. Guy in V, and then yeah, the guys in V4 and V7 they just block you in the green. Then 2 machine guns block you from the house, and so you're kind of just stuck.
Yeah, I'm out of curiosity. I'm gonna see what the AARs are for the Belgians in these wins because I can probably guess how the fucking German ones are. But like,
It's mainly Belgian wins in the AARs, which I think is
uh,
weird considering that the Germans win most of the time or a majority.
If you expand it, it looks like it's 50-50. But like 2015, very tight, short, exciting scenario. I disagree with the exciting scenario. Captured two of his squads on first turn. Like, wait, Belgian. Oh. The German is writing about the Belgian win and that he captured two. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like the 9-2 is a superhero and kept rallying people. All right, sure. That, like, I don't disagree that would lead to a win. German fire was poor, unable to stop Belgians. On the opposite, the accurate and deadly fire of the MMG and mortar, two critical hits were quite decisive. Yeah, okay. If you get critical hits, yeah, I agree.
Alright, so what I'm hearing is luck,
Yeah. Uh,
luck, luck.
this is insane. Okay, hold on. I need to assign roar data to this and see what the fuck if this is.
Because the thing that I don't know, one thing that they did in playtesting was that, like, in order to make sure scenario is balanced, they made it's like like, you ignore Snake Eyes as far as their effects go, and you ignore 12s.
Yeah.
Because those are like too big of outliers and you can't properly like do the scenario if that's what happens. But then it's like, oh, look at this. This is a fun scenario because I critted 2 times and captured 2 of his squads. It's like, well, no fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No fucking shit, you won.
This is insane. So 2023, a very well balanced scenario after 120 plus playings on Roar, and so it proved with the Belgians having no winning VP in turn 4, but managing to get sufficient across the line on the final turn. Germans fell back in good order, but crucially lost the MMG, so was unable to put down effective fire lanes in the final 2 turns. A very good short action scenario. Disagree. Uh, Against an expert opponent, German was too shy and tried to retain concealment to delay the advance of the Belgian troops. I don't know how the fuck that's supposed to work. MMG squad broke too early and never been able to recover. Yeah, okay, so if the Germans get crit and lose their MMG, they can consider themselves probably losing this one. Which, like, the critical hit thing, that's obvious. The MMG thing, that feels appropriate. Like, if you don't have an MMG, you
But
can't.
what I keep hearing is like, oh, I rolled 12s and one, and 12s are Snake Eyes, and that's what decided the scenario.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
It's like if my sniper hadn't activated what 4 times? It activated 4 times, just three, probably three. Yeah, 3 times. No, not an unsuccessful time that I ever did that. Like, that's bullshit. That's just straight up just dumb. Um, and like, it's true. I didn't. Apparently I never rolled below 4 on my IFTs, but I didn't need to. It's just 3 12s is kind of insane, and also one for the 2 hit. That's actually crazy that I rolled 4 12s, um, and 2 1s or 2 2s. But yeah, like, I'm sorry, man. I feel bad because, like,
I mean,
I I just fucking sent these to you and I did not check them, and
it is what
roar.
it is. I mean,
But it's like, you see what I mean by when I said, like, oh, this scenario is interesting, right? Like,
yeah. No, I
it's,
came into this expecting that this to be like exactly how it played out.
oh my god, dude, you,
It's like,
you need to tell me these things if you want, like, a more. I still feel entirely bad about this whole thing because, like,
no, it's fine. Like as I said, it's like we're trying to do as many as we can. I mean, we gotta do the shitters too. I
I
mean,
know, I know.
but
But I just don't like doing when it's like multiple, like, crappy ones in a row, because
hey,
it's just not fun. Like, it's
to
this
be
is.
fair, to be fair, I'm the one who chose the scenario.
I
I'm the
know,
one who chose the side.
I know,
So
I know.
I'm gonna eat my shit. Um, so because
Don't say
I'm the one
that.
who said, because I'm the one who ordered off the menu. So, but um,
But yeah, what's the out of 10? What are we looking at here? How generous do you want to be?
I don't know, because part of me feels like I'm being too cynical on these, but the other part of me is like, man, I is it everybody else that's out of touch except me? Because like what
Yeah,
I'm hearing, because it's like, man, this feels like a really shitty design. Oh, but then I read the. Oh, it was fun. It was fight and that ton and action packed and da da da. And it's like, it is he speaking as like I don't know. Am I in the minority? Am I in the majority? I don't know.
I mean, this comes
But
from like there's a world where a guy was like the Germans tried to retain concealment to delay the Belgians. I'm like, what are you talking about? What would concealment ever give you outside of like the Belgians aren't going to be able to shoot you? Okay, like because they
they're not
have
trying
like
to. But they're not trying to shoot you. They're trying to move. That's the problem.
exactly like this is a thing. Um, uh, a long ass time ago when I played and longtime viewers hopefully will back me up or whatever. But this has the same teaching as a scenario I played against Stu fucking like 2 years ago, if not more at this point, where it was the Spanish Civil War. It was an LFT scenario, and it was in a it was like a two map scenario, maybe three, in a like an urban scenario, and it had this weird thing where if you rolled like a six, you could potentially generate new squads for the defender who did not have a lot of squads to begin with, but you could generate squads that would then like randomly show up on the map and whatever. The problem is that the British, or at least the British counters, sorry. So like I think it was the Republicans. Doesn't matter, but the the units don't care about shooting because you have to cross two goddamn maps to get to a victory condition location and to make sure that there's no good order troops there. So you could be like you could hip or whatever, or like I'm sure there was just you could place concealment units, but you could do this really stupid thing where you have guys that are blocking or whatever, and one guy or two guys, whatever, however you want to do it, hides in the victory condition location. But there's literally no reason for one side to shoot because it's all stone buildings with no support weapons. It's literally like, well, I could take random shots, but they either won't work and give you a sniper or won't work. So
Yeah.
why would
I
you
don't know.
ever shoot? Like a German on this map, on this scenario, should never care about concealment outside of like maybe if the Belgian is super passive, you like stick your concealed guys in W10X1 and you just wait
Well,
for a more perfect shot. But that's like
well,
it.
if the Belgian, yeah, but if the Belgian player's passive, then Germany already won the game.
Exactly. So it's like the concealment, like really, I don't see why anybody would ever play concealment, and yeah, I don't get it. But whatever.
I really just feel like the 4.37s need to be either exchanged for 4.58s or just make them all 4.57s.
Do you
I
do you think
no.
if there would be a bonus or like it would make this scenario a little better if instead of grain, all grain was orchards?
I think honestly, I think it would be better because it would make the movement better.
Right? Like you get
If the grain if the grain was orchards, then yeah, 4.37s would be fine then. But because it's grain and it's 1.5 movement each, it's like, what do you have against Belgium, dude?
yeah.
Because it's not only are you making them move, like take them slower to move, you're also being like, yeah, you want to shoot? Well, shoot while you're CX, fucker. It's like, what? Okay. Because that's the only way that you're going to get anything done within the first turn or so. Because
Yeah.
again, you have to be all the way past C.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Like
just
there's not a single way for like a green squad in this scenario to be able to walk up to a German squad and shoot them without have like no modifier, have firepower. Like unless you use CX and you're getting the plus ones from CX, like the furthest you can go is T8. You're still, it's still a plus one shot. Obviously, shooting at the woods, that plus one shot. You can get the T1, it's a plus one shot. Like you cannot be adjacent with a green squad. You can advance to be adjacent. That's just silly. But You know what I mean? Like, there's no world in which the green squads, even without the grain, can manage an effective shot on turn one. So like, I don't know. It just it feels a little silly. But
What?
like,
What? Yeah. Yeah.
I, I was just gonna say like maybe make them keep the same number of turns, make all grain orchards, and then like Germans can set up W to Y. That way you don't get the woods. You at least you don't get the upper woods, so you know you'll still pick X0 or whatever, but you won't get V0.
Yeah. Well, you just go. You're still gonna set down on W10 and just watch that little crevice there.
Yeah, but unless outside of removing R and S, I don't think there's a world in which you can prevent the Germans from just like being menacing to S9, S10. Like there's nothing you can do unless you
Add the single woods overlay to U10. There you go. You solved it.
I mean, sure, if you do overlays to like add an overlay on S10 or S9 or whatever, but then it feels like more work than just cutting the hexes.
Yeah. I mean, fair. Fair enough.
Cuz
Yeah.
like, you know, there's a certain amount of grain or, you know, orchards in another parallel universe that like really doesn't matter. Like you could take out you could make it orchards and then cut out like two green squads or a green squad whatever and like you'd be at the same level of you still need distance, you still, you know, get a bunch of hindrance and stuff. The Germans still have good quote unquote good positions to shoot from, all that shit. So
Yeah.
um
What did I give the last scenario out of 10?
I forget. I want to say it was a 1, but I don't recall. I know
I
I think I went with 3 because I was like, you know, there's things you can change, but
I think in this one I'm gonna I'm comfortable with a 3 out of 10 for this one because I feel like unlike the other one where it was just kind of like fucked from up, down, sideways, left, right.
hmm.
This one I feel like I see the vision. I feel like it could be a really good quick scenario, but I feel like it needs way more work. And I because again, hearing the a after action reports, if the way that you guys are winning is off of just oh I crit, oh I, it's like I crit, I break the gun, I do this, where it's like all based on like rolling snake eyes or boxcars. It's like something needs to change.
Hmm.
But I feel, but if other people are having fun with it, I can see the visual. I can see the vision. I can feel there's something here.
Well, let's not assume too much when we say they're having fun.
Well, okay, I don't know. I could see something. I could see something out of this.
That,
Unlike the other one, which I'm just like, what the fuck were you thinking?
yeah. The
Like,
average rating for this is 6.29, which is kind of crazy. We're dropping this down, so I don't feel too bad
I
about it.
I mean, I don't know. I fully understand and recognize that it's a bias thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I lost. I lost. I'm gonna give it a lower score.
Yeah. I,
But I mean, even if I was the Germans, though, I mean, I don't know. Was there a scenario that I won that I still gave it a low score? I think like there's a couple.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Because, like, you can win the scenario, but not necessarily like how it played out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this one is Germans are way too far set up way too far forward.
Hmm.
I think that's my biggest gripe about it.
Yeah. I'm, I think I'm gonna be a little harsher. Like, I do agree, it can be salvaged, so it's not the end of the world. Um, but considering how many times this has been played and somehow keeps a mostly even record, uh, is seems insane to me. Like I don't understand how the Belgians have won this 75 times out of versus the German 87. Woof. I'm making that 88. I hate that. Yeah, like I just don't understand how they get 75 victories. It does not feel
That's
like they should have that many.
part of me, like, I don't know how the whole roar data works and stuff like that, and I don't know how some people are, like, I don't know everybody's lives, but it would not surprise me if somebody was like, and I'm not saying this person did this, like, but I could see it happening because, you know, we live in a, like, I can't
We
even say
live
we
in a
live in a real life.
society.
We live in a society. Like, anything can happen. I could totally see somebody, like, doing their playtesting or just, like, boosting the numbers to make the scenario like, look more even than it is.
So this scenario
Uh,
apparently gets a lot of tournament play, and I think that might be
yeah.
why.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like tournaments are just another thing altogether.
Mm.
I don't know.
I would say tournaments are probably what's giving it what's inflating the numbers a bunch. Um,
I don't trust tournament numbers
um,
unless it's like an actual like like MMP one. Uh, like is like Winter Offensive or something like that.
wow. I'll have you know, Lone Connect Publishing does amazing products that are tournament styled scenarios, and things
No,
you get
no,
great.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not bashing the products.
I
I'm saying
know.
like I've heard enough horror stories where and for multiple people, which is surprising. But I've
Mm.
heard enough horror stories about tournaments where it's like, hey, this is a guy who came to the thing, but he was not part of the group that hosted it, and so when it comes down to the wire and it looks like it's going to be a tie, the group's like, nope, our boy won, you lost, get over it.
Mm.
Like, I, and it's like,
I,
and you know me. I also play other war games, and I hear those stories too. And it's not a thing just for ASL; it just happens all the time. And that's why I'm like, yeah, if it's local tournament play, and I feel like there could be a few biases in there,
mm.
but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, like I feel like I would drop this scenario to like a 2 as a out of 10. Just cuz like it it feels like there are plenty of changes that could have been made to this scenario after it was designed. Like to have made this scenario and played it a bunch and come out with this like Tactics, this came out in Tactics 7, so they had 6 prior like magazines slash packs released. To release this sort of thing and like with the way that it is, seems crazy to me. Like it's a short
Yeah,
scenario, everybody's played it, you know, 164 total playings. The Germans are heavily favored. Like maybe I just got lucky and that's why like, you know, I'm turning my nose up at this one because of like how one-sided it felt from the German point of view. But man, I don't know. It just something rubs me the wrong way about a scenario like this with how old it is, how many people have played it, and yet a lot of people seem to not have many issues with it. Like, is it counterculture of me to vote it low because it's got a 6.29? I don't think so. But yeah, like I don't know, a short and very fun scenario. I like a close game, tight, short, exciting scenario.
you know what's one thing they could have added too,
Mm,
which I'm actually surprised is not in this scenario.
I think.
Where's the Belgian assault fire?
See, I thought,
Where's
but it's the
where's
Polish
the
that get the
Bel?
assault fire.
No, Polish and Belgians get assault fire.
Do they usually get it?
By SSR.
Uh,
Polish and yeah. If you look at the rules, it specifically says Polish and Belgian assault fire, but it has to be activated by SSR.
yeah. Where out of curiosity, do you remember where that is? I just want to.
It's in a nationalities thing like A40 something.
Oh, I think I see it already. Yeah. So, A 25.9 Allied miners. Specifically, the last line Polish and Belgian elite and first line squads should generally be assigned assault fire via SSR. Yeah, I think if they had assault fire, I could definitely see like cutting out some squads if they get assault fire because you
Well,
know
if they get assault fire, the 437s make way more sense. But it's like no, they just don't even get assault fire. It's like okay,
well the 437s would never get it anyway, so that doesn't matter.
well no, that's what I'm saying is that it makes more sense because oh, I don't want these squads to have assault fire, and that's fine.
Sure,
But
sure.
I because it's like I'm still thinking through the lens. Hey, it would be better. I think it would be better if you replace the 437s with 458s. Um, but then, but if you give them assault fire, then yeah, keep them as 437s so they don't get the assault fire.
Yeah.
Like that's my take on it because and the reason I'm saying 458s is because it's like yeah, when you're running through a bunch of grain, it kind of helped to have a higher morale. But I guess the thought would be then, oh, the 9-2 would be way too overpowered because they'll just rally everybody. But apparently the 9-2 is just rallying everybody regardless.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like assault fire, you could probably give them. I could see there being a reason for it. Maybe it's just because like the IIFT, like nobody plays the IIFT, so it kind of just be two firepower anyways. Maybe.
no, it would be 4.
Well, you'd be if you weren't adjacent, right? You'd be have to 2+1.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking something else. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
because you
you're
wouldn't
correct.
be able to round up, so you just get 3 on a non-adjacent shot. So it's like maybe it's like in because nobody uses IIFT, like there ends up not being a point to the assault fire. Which to that I will just say, guys, play with the IIFT. Why are you not playing with the IIFT? It really doesn't change that much. If you can still memorize the IIFT numbers, it's fine. The only
That's the one thing. That's actually a good point because it's like if you're giving allied miners assault fire, that only aids them with the IIFT
right.
because if you're adjacent, that goes what from five. That goes from 8 to 4 to 5 back down to 4.
If you're adjacent assault fire, you go from uh, yeah, you go from 4 to 8. Then you have back to 4. You get a 5. So yeah, you still only get 4 firepower. Like you,
Oh, it's like I just said that.
yeah. But I'm just trying to do the math in my head. Not to say your math was wrong or anything. I'm just trying to calculate it and think like
Yeah.
if you had like support weapons, okay, sure, but um, it goes to me in my brain. It goes back to the same dilemma of German LMGs, right? Like LMGs are great. I love them. I always want LMGs if I'm the Germans, but I'm technically losing a firepower whenever I don't use the IIFT because the LMG's 3 firepower. Like I can see
Yeah.
why you would want to put an MMG and an LMG together on one squad to get 8 firepower, but then like, why would I not just have the squad with the MMG and have 8 firepower? So it never really feels like the LMG uh, uh, does anything special when like I don't know. IFT is cool because you never lose I like firepower. You can always justify it. Whereas like oh, I'm shooting at a long range thing, but my firepower modifiers bring it to a 5 instead of a 6. Well, I just won't shoot the LMG because instead of 5.5, I'll just shoot 4. It's like you're losing an entire firepower. Like I don't know, you people don't end up breaking LMGs as much as they might, or they don't use support weapons as much as they might. It just feels weird. But
I think.
sorry, good.
Yeah.
No, no,
Well,
good.
when it comes to that, I think it's weird, but I think the reason is because it works with the way the German squad system works. So it's like, oh, you if you have like the regular German Wehrmacht, you have a 467. You
Mm,
add the LMG, that brings up one column to six. But if it's in the hand of a more elite squad like the Fallschirmjäger, it brings it up to two, because the Fallschirmjäger have five firepower, so the five plus three is eight.
sure, but
That's the only way I can see it being justified. Same with like the SS, where it's like, yeah, you give the SS the LMG, the elite squads fire LM. Well, the elite squads, the non-Wehrmacht elite squads, fire on eights. The regular Wehrmacht fire on sixes,
yeah,
and then yeah, I
I don't
guess
know.
that's how that's supposed to work. But like, yeah,
Yeah, it's I don't know. It still feels weird to me. Like, I think like especially you start looking at like maybe not necessarily French squads or whatever, but there it feels like there's so many groups that would just benefit from being able to use support weapons that have non-standard. Like if you're not in an increment of 2, why would you not want to use like I'm pretty sure Italy gets a lot of benefit. Yeah, 3 firepower squads. Like oh, I have 3 firepower and an LMG of 2. Well, fuck like
yeah. It's like,
it's like okay, well my guy doesn't have an LMG, so you fire at 2 firepower actually. So it's like you're always actually shooting lower than your actual
yeah,
squad's numbers. Like what?
an LMG literally doubles your firepower.
It's insane, right? Like so it's stuff like that just I don't know. I think is important to kind of like look at and investigate. I think Japan also has that problem too, right? Second lines being 347s like
Yep.
so, anyways, all to say, I don't really like this scenario too much. There's just too many problems with it, and that's why I think I would give it a low number. Will I actually give it a 2? Probably. Like I said, I think there's reasons to change it. The balance, like Germans getting 2 one squad foxholes is kind of just whatever. Like you're just gonna abandon them, so like why use them anyways? Like if I have
Oh, they got foxholes.
in the balance, yeah, but it's like
Oh,
if I get a foxhole and I still only set up in V and V to X, like okay, I guess like foxhole in X1, sure, they're it's still not necessarily any better than just existing outside of the extra +1, okay, and
that
then
actually raises a question. Sorry.
hmm,
How many of those Belgian wins do you think is because they did the Belgian balance?
I don't know to be honest. I know there are settings in Roar to check for balance. However, I don't think that was implemented until like 2016 or something. I don't quote me on the actual year, but
Yeah.
I don't think balance was really kept track of in like for a long time. So I don't know who would have used it or not. Um, I could see that actually being a thing for tournaments, going back to tournament play. Like maybe there was a bidding system, and you get the balance if you're the Belgians. Dropping an extra squad from the victory conditions can be pretty nice, considering it's just a third of your force instead of a little under half. But either way, yeah, I just think the scenario needs some extra work, uh,
Yeah.
iron out some of the problems. But nonetheless, I think that'll be it for today, just so that we don't continue tearing into this scenario. Um, I am still hoping and praying that everything is going well for Rob. I assume we'll be having a game on Monday, but at this point, I really don't know. So maybe Denant will happen, maybe it won't. Either way, should have a game on Monday. And next Saturday, I don't know what we are going to play. I'm going to have to look through my treasure trove of scenarios, but hopefully something more balanced. I think this time I'm legit going to check and see. And if I pull a not that great scenario, I'm just going to like veto that I'm the bad side that gets crushed. Because like it's been a bit much. It's been a bit much.
Yeah. But yeah. Still in France. God damn.
I know. We're getting there. We're getting there. Like we can technically jump a couple, maybe like a day to 27 May, and there is some stuff in Norway. So you know, it's looking up here. We're
Have we done any Norwegian scenarios? I think we've done like a couple.
yeah, we've done a couple. Or I know I've done multiple. Between the two of us, we may have only done like two at most. I don't think we've done very many, but I have done some with Rob.
I think we did like a Mark one. I can't remember.
I did at least one that was solo with like a paratrooper drop, among some other
Yeah.
things. So, but yeah. So there's there's still
I
some.
want to get to the. I want to get to the desert. Damn it.
Oh my god, you have no idea how excited I am for desert to come up. It'll be a little bit, but I'm anxious for it because yeah, unless we want to do. Oh, that's a Sassel mission? That sucks. Why do they fucking have one in England be a Sassel mission? That sucks. Um, yeah. Anyways, we'll get to some other cool scenarios, and we will make it to North Africa soon-ish. If it's not by May, which I would actually be surprised, considering how fast we're going and all that, then it'll be after my trip to Italy. But details to follow later. So, until next time, have a lovely weekend. Bye.